All right, all right, all right. Ladies, gentlemen, non-binary friends, welcome back to some more Hades. What do we got on the docket today? Let's take a look at the mirror there. I have actually put in precisely zero thought into what I want to do in this video. So, well, we've got the bits there, the extra bits for the rail. And I talked about Eris before in that Hestia vid I did. So let's go with Eris. Why not? Maybe we can get like a true like ridiculous build going on here. Let's see, do we want to why do I have this set up? I must have been doing something strange here. Let's not do that. I don't know, I could try 40 heat. I could try that. So I guess it would look something like that maybe. I don't know. This is a terrible idea, but let's try it. I feel like doing a terrible idea. Ooh. Let's see. How cursed is this going to be? Are you going to give us something nice out of the gate? I'll take a rare. Okay, so basic gist of Eris is you get into the blast of your special. You get 75% bonus extra damage, which is a incredible amount in this game. Like it's really kind of remarkable because you get it essentially for nothing, and it's one of the few major just global damage bonuses you can get to. Like a lot of the other bonuses you get from say a chaos, for instance, will only impact attack or special or cast, right? Whereas with the Era special, it's global, right? And it's very easy to get it applied. So it's just like once you get unlocked, you're like, holy crap, this is something off the chain here. Might as well go chaos. Eris is obviously a very fast weapon, but taking those free chambers is still very convenient. Very nice. Do I want to roll at all for anything? I kind of like that. I like the idea of using coin, and we're not gonna use our cast too much anyway, so no biggie. Even though I just used it right there. What the hell? I will chalk that up to a lack of sleep, because why not? Yeah, not sleeping so well lately. I will say, in the last like couple of years, I have gotten so envious of people who can just fall asleep like that and also stay asleep. Crush on, I guess? I don't want that dash. Dash is, well, dash could have been good. Maybe I should have taken the dash.
Sounds like
Do I go after? No, that's a terrible idea. Even though Ares is not super great to see either, like just is not going to offer us much. Because I mean, what would we want from him? Like something that try and get into a merciful end build? That would be odd. At this point in time, very odd. But we do need boons to sell anyway, so there is that. There's that little nugget, right? I did put that on, yep. Why not? Why not? What do we get? Special damage bonus. Ooh, let's get rocket bombs going, huh? Let's get rocket bombs. Let's get cluster rockets. Let's get old Artemis on the special, too. Crit rockets. Everyone loves crit rockets. I'll say another sleeper thing that I'm very envious of, people's abilities to just stay asleep through the night. That's another big issue of mine, and I do think it's related to anxiety and everything, you know. It's also obviously a component of the not being able to get to sleep quickly enough, of course. And I don't really know what the answer is other than just exercising late at night until I'm completely exhausted, which I don't want to do, really. I mean, the other option is just get blind drunk, right? Get completely wasted. That'll put me to sleep, right? Not too compatible with, you know, working the next day though. That's the big issue. That's the big issue. Also, to be honest, I really don't sleep well when I drink or get high. It really doesn't help in that regard, really. Like, I tend to sleep worse. I tend to wake up all sweaty and everything late in the night, like heart palpitations. I don't know if that's more anxiety stuff or not. It could be.
Let's see how we can modify the rail.
Ah, jeez, these blow. Hazard Bomb. It's so funny you can actually get Hazard Bomb with Eris Rail, since the whole idea is you want to absorb that special blast, right, to get the damage bonus. You can dash right at the last second to avoid the damage from Hazard Bomb, but I don't think it's a good idea. I think probably Flurry Fire is what we want. That's a little disappointing. But that's all right. We can still make something out of this. I guess my only reason for taking the dash would be really to set us up for like trying to go for Heart Rend later, but I think that's maybe wishful thinking at this point.
Choice leaves much to be desired here, Mike.
Well, that's that.
Dying Lament's pretty good, especially if you get rooms that have lots of enemies. Oh, fuck. That's right, I can use my cast now. Okay. They always summon more enemies than you expect. These trial rooms. I'm almost wondering, do I try and do like some sort of weird revenge build now? Because we have like the ideal setup for this.
Why not?
Like, is that something that I could do?
Hope I didn't keep
I do
you
need to get a
waiting,
tier 1 Ares boon. I'm gonna try that. I guess we'll see. I mean, that could be bizarre because revenge boons do tons and tons of damage just on their own, and so with the Eris, oh god. So with the Eris like damage buff, that could be something interesting. I don't think I've ever tried that before either. It's a little bit weird. It's tough to pull off, and obviously we can't do the really fun stuff, which would be the AFK Hades with this. But it could be kind of fun. Man, something about Meg at the really high heats and 40% forced overtime, it makes her much more difficult as I lose a Death Defiance. Ah, dear. Taking hits when I shouldn't there.
Strictly business.
Okay, so if I want to do this, I probably want to take Ares now.
Just be a moment, Father.
Get that tier 1 boon. Might as well try it. Might as well try it. And we can sell Urge to Kill. Perfect. Yeah.
That's enough Tartarus.
Timer's going to be kind of a tricky then, though, I'm thinking. So if you've ever seen the Revenge build, it pivots off of a duo boon between Zeus and Ares called Vengeful Mood that causes your Revenge boons to proc on their own every 3 seconds, I believe. 3 seconds sounds like a long time, but or it doesn't, I don't know. In the course of this game, it kind of is, but it ends up being very, very helpful. And Revenge Boon's very, very powerful, so it's a strong, strong duo. And these are very helpful, but I don't want to really use rolls now, so I'll just go with the extra attack speed.
Moving right along.
Boy, oh boy. I'm trying to think of stuff to talk about here. I'm doing this during my lunch break at work, so my mind is a little preoccupied with that stupid work stuff, but I think I've bemoaned work enough in these videos already. Don't need to do it further. And I mean, you know, unfortunately, having a job is something a lot of people don't have at the moment. So, man, I don't want to get rid of Divine Dash, really. I guess I'll use a roll here.
Anything else?
Ares Aid? Let me just make sure. This. Central mood. Ares Aid will work. Okay. So let's take that. Ooh, do I go for a palm to try and palm Curse of Vengeance? Because I don't have enough coin for getting a palm anyway, so I might as well go here. Not good for the timer, but I think we'll be okay.
More burn things?
One thing that's kind of sucky about this build, at least for the moment, is that we don't have a static discharge. So we are kind of, we're trying something weird here. So maybe we wouldn't even take static discharge in theory. Nice. So you see it goes from 140 to 220. Like that's such a big jump. Yeah, this room would have been unpleasant if I had swapped out our dash. So cool. Ares Aid is such an odd beast. Like the time that it lasts is not very long at all. So that makes it feel not so good. Yeah, I'll take that. But if you get his legendary, his Lego, then it actually does a ton of damage.
Let's see who's better at this, Zagreus.
And also something to consider, Eris Rail, that damage bonus, that applies to calls. So Eris is kind of it's sort of like a secret way to really make calls ridiculously strong. So maybe I'll be able to show that off here in a second. Got a little bit worried. Oh god. Let's just be careful here, huh? I don't have to blow Thanatos' score out of the water. I don't have to do that. Even though it's tremendous fun. Ah, dear. Okay. Wasn't worried for a second about that DD. Not at all.
See.
Better go here. I should probably take the what's its butt? Refreshing nectar. Yeah.
Take care.
Bye, hun.
Hey, money.
Okay, this is good news.
I'll take
Yes, there we go. All right, so we're in business on that. That's good. That's what we wanted to see. Right now we only have one revenge boon though, so it's not going to be very good.
How was the magma temperature lately, Lernie?
But it is a bit of oomph that we can get as I go in the lava there. Oh no, do I have... I think I just realized I have... is it heightened security on? That was a big mistake. That was a big mistake. Oh dear. That's got me shook. I am legit shook that I did that. Like, seriously, did I actually... I must have, because it looked like the... Unless that was the boss hitting me, I just didn't realize it. Ouch. Do I? Yeah. I think I do. That's really dumb. Or maybe not. Maybe not. I'm just like completely flummoxed if that's the case. I can't. I'm not gonna be able to think straight until I confirm or deny it. So did Curse of Engines just do 440? Did I read that right? Okay. I think that must have been Eris again. The damage boost.
That's what you get.
Okay, did I did take heightened security. I'm an idiot. I wonder if that happened in the Meg fight. I didn't realize it. Maybe that's why I lost that death defiance. So I'm thinking we probably want to take Athena, try to get that. Okay, we don't need crush shot.
That's one less bill.
We want to take Athena to try and get the
One more floor.
sure footing. That will lower the trap damage. Because the big problem with heightened security is that the pots in the Hades fight, they count as traps and they will hit you for 150 damage. It's like it's the single like most damaging hit in the game, I believe. Like maybe if you go all the way with the pack the punishment that increases boss damage or increases enemy damage, then there might be another Hades attack that does more damage there. But besides that, oh look at that, nice. Right, let's try and get rocket bombs here, huh? Can we do that? Anyone else play the, I say as if no one else on planet Earth could possibly have done this, but the, if you did play the Stellar Blade demo, I'm curious what you thought. I thought it was kind of middling. Though, to be fair, it does do this thing that annoys me in these kind of games where, like, the parry timing and the dodge timing, there are upgrades that are locked away to increase that. Nice. And in my opinion, that means that a demo that is at the start of the game is kind of a... Oh, Jesus. It makes a demo that is at the start of the game probably not so reflective of what the actual game will end up being by the midpoint, right? And so that may be part of my frustrations. Yeah. Also, trying to play a game like that with one hand is not easy. You know what I'm referring to there. Yeah. Good. And if you don't, you're a loss. I can't get both of those, sadly.
I'll pay for that.
Yeah. Sure. Ooh. I think I go here.
It's going to be mad.
I will say though that not to dip my toes in some dicey water, but the whole like there is like this weird thing going on where like people are mad at journalists and gaming websites saying that this seems a pretty sexualized in a way that's maybe a little problematic with the Stellar Blade stuff, and people getting very, very angry about that. And I guess it's such a weird conversation to have sometimes, it feels like. I should probably lose that so I can maybe get one back here with some more health.
Your father also.
Oh man, what is better? That's probably better. But what am I trying to say here? Oh, Stellar Blade. It's something where it feels like it's something. It's easy to get tricked into saying something kind of weird and fucked up about that, because I think, you know, there's something very like recent generation about not liking things sexualized. I feel like, and I just lose that Death Defiance. Awesome. And there's always comments that pop up like, oh, it's so unnecessary for this scene to have sex in it. And it's a little bit weird to me because I feel like, God, these suck. These just really suck. This one's probably better than nothing, I guess. Okay, there we go. Got the Death Defiances back. Yeah, I hate the argument that a sex scene is like considered unnecessary in a movie, you know? I really dislike that argument. That said, there can be troubling sex scenes in movies and in games, and characters can be sexualized in ways that are not great. And I think, to me, I think where I fall is that the way that the character in Stellar Blade, her name's Eve, I think, seems to be sexualized. It's sexualized in a very, like, she has a, you know, a gorgeous, amazing body and all of these jiggle physics, right? And so that's where, like, her sexualization seems to end. Like, she seems to be kind of, like, personality-wise, very blank slate here. God, these enemies are not my favorite things of all time.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Resist damage, I guess. Whereas you think of like Bayonetta is a character that I think is clearly sexy, right? And ooh, Heaven's Vengeance, nice. And is sexy not because not just because of how she looks. Tripping over my words here, but also sexy because of the way she carries herself, the way she dresses, attitude, right? All stuff that in reality is probably more important to the idea of sexiness than just physical looks, right? And I feel like in Stellar Blade, it's just the physical looks part, which is just not all that interesting to me. Sorry, fans. Like, it's kind of like just it feels like a juvenile kind of fantasy thing where you just haven't like moved on from the idea of like just like, oh, God's sake. Should probably be using my call a bit more because it does provide some measure of invincibility. Okay. Okay, he's down. Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it does seem to be a trend that some of the most obnoxious people you know think of women being hot as a fantasy that they've had since the age of 12. I guess I'll just say that. And maybe we can move on from this conversation. I'm clearly a little uncomfortable with speaking of myself.
Damn it, can't get that.
Oh, jeez. God, what is better here? I feel like it's possible Ares Aid can do a lot for us. Possibly more than that. I will take here now. Maybe I'll just take the tooth. I think that might be a play. That might be a play we can do. So at this point, I think I'm just hoping for palms to be able to hit our revenge boons. Trying to get that damage up. feel like this is not going super great, but I did just do this on a lark, and it is 40 heat, so maybe it's not so bad. Ooh.
If I were a
So we got something here. Can't get double strike, which is kind of drag, but I would like to get static discharge at least. That would be nice. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It's funny, I'm not to get back to Stellar Blade necessarily, but I was thinking of my objection to them putting like the parry timing and dodge timing behind a skill tree like that. Same issue I had with Eliza P actually. Like, I feel like just giving us that timing and stuff out of the gate makes the game feel way better up front, and you don't have to like get through like a hump to get to actually enjoying the game. Like, I don't like when games do that. I don't like when games like add like the fun stuff behind skill trees. Like, kind of like something that rubs me the wrong way playing Metroidvanias now, where I'm just like, it's like, yeah, I know we're gonna get a double jump at some point. We're gonna get like a grapple hook. I know. Can't you just give it to me at the start of the game? Which I know is somewhat defeating the purpose of a Metroidvania's appeal, right? But at this point, just give me the stuff that's expected, yeah? Just give me the stuff that's expected, please.
back I go.
Okay.
Spend it all in one place, mate.
I'm gonna roll once to try to get
I would like none of these.
that. I don't know if that was better. Maybe. Probably should have saved my money to see if we get a Death Defiance here. Will it be offered? It was, and we don't have enough. That's crummy. That's crummy. Really unpleasant. I think also we're playing Sekiro recently probably has resulted in me being a little bit. I'm gonna go for this palm here. I might, if we have enough time, I might go for the Athena boon there to see if we can get a DD back as well. But yeah, replaying Sekiro, I just kind of realized I think that game does pairing like perfectly. Everything else, not that everything has to like be a copy of Sekiro in that regard, but if I feel like it's doing it worse than Sekiro, I'm just like, I think I just want to replay Sekiro. That's the issue with Wolong for me, I think, and I think would end up being the issue for me if I played what's the new one that just came out? Rise of the Ronin, I think. Yeah. I think that's correct. Ooh, we got a chance to get in a Death Defiance right here. That might be the big move to do, huh? Hopefully we get it. Able to get out of that chamber with no damage. Nice. Okay, look at that. It's Heaven's Vengeance palms so well too. 80 to 144 is awesome.
Shot in my senses.
Okay.
Enough of this place.
I think the timer could be tight doing this, but I want to go for it. Like, because our health is pretty low. It's really low actually for EM4. So getting that extra DD I think would be good. Could also get a revenge boon from Athena too, which would be good. if I have like I might have like a useless boon to sell too. Yeah, that's not doing a whole lot for us.
Not now.
So that works out. So I think the quote unquote meta for these kind of rooms here when we have the mental mood there is to just let it proc off and then go to some different enemies as the Doom takes care of the remainder of them. Oh, we took a hit. That's too bad. Damn, it just... Oh, it's interesting the vengeful mood pops off even when you're in that call. That's cool.
Goddess Athena.
Okay, roll once.
What else?
Damn, that is a shit ass list of boons. This one's all right, I guess. All right.
Maybe I should check the other panel.
I guess I definitely want that. Ooh, some rapid math. What is better there? 95% on 276 or let me try here. Okay, come on. 276 times 1.95 is 538, or is 343 times 1.6 is 548. So yeah, so that's better, I think.
I can use this.
Might as well roll.
Any other blessings, maybe?
I guess. I don't know. Getting the epic special probably was the move there, but I was thinking we're applying it with the revenge boon anyway. Weak. I would have liked to have gotten weak damage reduction additional there, I think. But it's okay. I'll have to see how fucked this is gonna be.
Father.
You would take aim
3.5
at me
minutes.
with
Not a
extra
long
effort.
time, but
Then very well.
maybe. I can't remember if I brought this up, but I tend to skip dialogue because I just basically heard it all, right? And so, but I don't know. Maybe people like to hear that stuff, and I should keep it in. So if you have any thoughts about that, just let me know. I have no real issue keeping it in, but I just I tend to keep it in because that's pretty fun. By the way, I've basically not used Meg at all in this run. I just really, oh, he got out of it. What a jerk. Okay. Worst phase down.
We are not finished.
Ouch. I don't know. This is actually sketchy whether or not it will. Oh, okay. Timer. Ooh. Timer's going to be tight. I think going for that last Athena boon was a mistake. Ooh, I thought we might take a hit there. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, we popped that one at least. So you did not get the full heal. Oh yeah, you just keep something pots for days, buddy. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Where the hell is he? Where is he? Oh, you jerk. Got him. We didn't lose a Death Defiance. I think, is this the first video I have of EM4 where I didn't lose a Death Defiance? I think so. Ah, awesome.
There is no escape.
So there is your Eris Rail Revenge Boon build.
I did it.
Pretty fucking good. Made friends along the way. Oh, so we hit... So I guess we hit all of those character rooms then. That's what that refers to. Wicked. All right. Good stuff. Post-mortem here. Eris, Rocket Bomb, Revenge. It kind of did hit the ones that are good there, didn't it? But Divine Dash did a lot for us. This probably helped us keep those DDs. That certainly did. That was really great. That good too. Static Discharge, Heaven's Vengeance. Pretty fun stuff. Wish we had gotten the cluster rockets, of course, but what can you do? All right. So, how do we die now?
I have no new tales left to tell. But do not think that you have won, Prince Zagreus.
I keep forgetting I'm using my additional save slot for these runs, so we don't get like the fun death montage things. Just too bad. Have to amend that, maybe. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for some more, why don't you? Like, subscribe, you know. That's something I should say at the front of the video, probably. But, too late now. That's fine. Okay. Bye.